Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. You all, I am back. Um, I ate one plate and I was full. Thank God it was only $17. I went to this Mediterranean restaurant and I had some of that baba ganoush and I had because of course it's still Lent season, the Lenten season. So I had some of that baba ganoush and the lentil soup, and I am full. I am absolutely full. And didn't even eat it all, Jesus. Absolutely full. But it was really good, you all. So I know y'all just saying, well, dang, you ate that? Yes, I went, had some of the lentil soup, ate some of the baba ganoush. Child, I'm in and out. But it was good. It was a good meal for the most part. In and out. Don't play with me. It didn't take all day. Um, let me say this. Let me clear up some stuff too. I didn't want to take Rodney's wrench. Have I been tempted to take Rodney's wrench? Yeah, but then I'm like, no, no. And then today was the day. And it was what it was, you all. And most of you all understand, but it's some deeper things going on. It's some deeper things that I see, and I see some things going on. Um, yeah, and sometimes y'all don't see it, but I see it, and I thought it was time. Today was the time. But I don't hate Rodney. I wasn't planning to do this. It was really impromptu today, and it wasn't planned. But I just felt in my spirit some say, today is the day. Today is the time. And so it is what it is. And it was more to do with the settings and what was going on than really Rodney. Somebody want to blame it on Queen Tulsa. I don't get that. Tulsa don't have influence over me like that. I just let Tulsa be Tulsa. That's it. I know Tulsa's work, but even if Tulsa wasn't on, it would have happened because you got to realize that Mama D in Tulsa was on mute because I really wanted the people who I was talking to hear what I had to say. So they were really on mute. But yeah, that's it. So no love lost, no hate, none of that. But baby, that Mediterranean restaurant got me, baby, full. Oh, I'm full right now. My God, today. And so that's it, y'all. Um, the girls are gonna make content. So I know they're gonna make it. Make your content. Say what you want to say because you either like me, you don't, or you mixed, and that's it. And everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna celebrate you. This is why you got to celebrate yourself. Everybody is not going to agree with everything you do. That's why you got to be assured and stand firm in your decisions. And I guess that's where I am. I'm not intimidated. I don't feel um, anything from anybody. I don't watch some of these people for the most part. And it's good. But yeah, I mean, don't make something of it that's not. I'm not stressed out about content creators and what they plan to do. For what? Like I said, so you gotta let people do what they want to do, you all. I refuse to argue and fight with people. I said what I said. I meant what I said. I stand in it, and we move on. It wasn't about the booty in the first place. It was never about the booty. I thought Rodney has been a good moderator. But this is the thing. You get big And the bigger you get, the more challenges you face. The bigger you get, the more you become compromised. And this is why I don't think large content creators should be moderators, because things will start happening. And I'm not saying Rodney did this. So I don't want anybody to say, oh, Rodney, he's blaming you for this. No. But things become compromised when you get really big and you start getting into alliances, you start getting into um, fighting different people, and you start bringing your stuff into the content. People start attacking you, and then that causes a lot of problems because you know it's a temptation for you want to block somebody or put people in timeout, and it's hard enough dealing with that when you're not a content creator. So can you imagine that being a content creator? So I think the larger you become as a content creator, the more difficult it becomes that you are a moderator. And I really feel that way. And I just think with all of the moving parts and the stuff that was happening today, it was that day. It was that day. And it really has nothing to do with Rodney, and everything to do with Rodney. Rodney has experienced tremendous growth, which I applaud him. I am so happy that he's doing well. You know, I've been accused of not supporting his panel. I try to go over there when I get a chance to support it. But I just think that, you know, you get really large. And then when you start being in alliances, even though you may not think you're in an alliance, then you back, you gotta think about those things, you know. So yeah, Miss Douglas, because content creators tend to fight with people, and they have that stick as power. And I'm not accusing Rodney of doing this, but this is why when people become content creators and they are large content creators, then this is when we got to say, okay, we got to step it back, because at the end of the day, we got to think about your channel. You got to think about your channel and what issues that this can cause, and you do what you got to do. So anyway, that's some of the reason. And there's a lot of other ones, but again, yeah. And I'm on y'all because I'm heading back to the job, baby. But ooh, I went to that what's that? That Mediterranean buffet and had some of that baba ganoush and some of that lentil soup. Ooh, it was so good. Ooh, it was so good. But the lentil soup took me out. By the time I didn't even finish the whole bowl, I was so full. So yes. You all continue to go support Rodney. If Rodney is a person you support, we don't have any bad blood. I don't hate Rodney. I still speak highly of Rodney. It was just that time. It was something that was gonna eventually happen. It just had to be done. It wasn't planned. Rodney knew this. I told him. I just thought it would be done. Like, hey, let me give you a call. You know, let's you know. But sometimes things happen for reasons, and so yeah. Babe, I'm coming from the Mediterranean restaurant. You know, it's still Lenten season, so I had some Lenten. I had a Lenten soup, and the Lenten soup was really good. And then I had some baba ganoush, and baba ganoush is so good, and especially when it's real smoky, it has that smoke flavor. Oh my God, baba ganoush is so good. So I had that, and that's it. It was really, really, really good today. So what do you all think? And like I said, my mind is made up. Nothing is really changing. But I want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you all think? Did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? As I stand here contemplating the right way to decide all my life, where shall I go? Where shall I turn to? Who can I run to? Okay. Who can I run to? I need the Lord. How Ricky Dillon said, I can't run to jail. Ricky Dillon said, I can't run to jail. I don't know who Gia is, but that's who he can run to. He said, I can't run to jail. I'm like, Ricky Dillon, who is Gia? I can't run to jail. I don't even watch Door Baby. Don't even waste your breath. Don't even waste your finger strokes for that. I don't even acknowledge that lady. Move on. It's in my heart, then I did the right thing. What's up, the T Lounge? How you doing? I did the right thing, then. I feel it in my spirit. I can feel it in my hands. I can feel it in my feet. I felt it all over me. It said the wrench needs to go. And I said, okay. And you know what? I can run to job. I can run to job. Okay, well, no friends on YouTube. You're right. And those are your feelings. God bless you. I just felt that I did the right thing. I knew it was going to happen. It wasn't planned, but like I said, Rodney's good people, and it is. It is. I'm not taking anything out on Ness because I didn't. Ness never gave me anything in the first place, so I'm not taking anything out on Ness, baby. Not at all. It was time. It was time. Ness don't. I mean, I don't owe Ness nothing. Ness don't owe me nothing. So yeah, that's foolish. It's called being grown and doing what you need to do. Yeah. Oh, Queen Tulsa, the girl said, Queen Tulsa, that I was the cause of Rodney getting his, you was the cause rather of Rodney getting his wrench taken. They said it was you, Queen Tulsa. You. You are so influential like that, Queen Tulsa. That's what the girl said. Uh-huh. I can run to jail. I can run to jail. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what else is going on? I'm just looking at what y'all saying. I'm gonna drop the link. I got a little time. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for a little bit. I got a little bit of time. I got a little bit of time. Y'all don't understand the reasoning, but I do. I do. I understand the reasoning. And I think it was for Rodney's sake. It was for my sake. It was for everybody's sake. And I think now Rodney can be free to do what he need to do. No, it wasn't that, Sherry. It was deeper than that. It was deeper than that. It was time in my spirit. Baby, I didn't pivot. I just did this. The format is different. I'm not coming at people and just doing disparaging things about people. So nothing has changed. I never moved. I don't know why y'all think somebody going somewhere. I just don't cuss folk out and do all that foolery. But that's about it. Okay, well, this is the transition. I didn't know what I was gonna do. We still figuring it out, boo. We still figuring it out. But I tell you what I'm not gonna do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Baby, Father alone will know all about it. Father alone will understand why. Cheer up, my brother. Live in the sunshine. We will understand it better by and by. By and by, oh, when the morning comes. Okay, y'all need to know it's by and by. It was a little conflict of interest to you all. Like I said, when content creators get really big, then I think that it's not good for them to really hold wrenches because then bias and things come along, and even if they don't do it, they're really tempted. So I felt it was time for many reasons. That's all. We good though. We good. I love everybody. I loves everybody. And yeah, and it's not because of Ness either. Um, well, no, let me not say that. Ness, it was a portal, baby. I saw something, and I'm like, and I keep on seeing things, and I told him, and like I said, you got to do what you got to do, baby. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, Kiki and Octavius broke up. God bless their hearts. I hope everybody work out. Okay. Well, my thing is this. I want y'all to go back in history and look at other people who was loyal to other folk and see how that worked out. I just see the same thing with the same players, and that thing clicked in my spirit, and I got an epiphany. And some say, you need to do it. You need to do it. And I thank God I did. Ebo Shah, I know for myself. The lady said, Shaddai. She said, Obo Shaddai, I know for myself. How that lady say? She said, I know for myself. At the PAW convention, she said, I can say Bo Shaddai. I know for myself. Now, I don't know if that's the interpretation of that tongue that she spoke, but Mother was very convicted. And she said, I know for myself. Mother said, I know for myself. She said, Ebo Shaddai. She said, Ebo Shaddai, I know for myself. That's what Mother said. She said, I know for myself. She said, I know for myself. I know for myself. What's
Yes,
up, Queen
Pastor.
Tulsa?
Oh, nothing. Listen here. They trying to sit up
Oh,
here.
Tweets. Wait, hold on, Queen Tulsa. I can't hear you. Let me turn this up. I don't know why I can't hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. No,
I can hear you now.
they trying to say that I had started all this stuff over here with Rodney. But what I was trying to tell them is if Rodney is the mod over here and he knows you and Nessa's relationship, if they saying that Pizarro comes over and deflect, I kind of feel like that's what Ness was doing. And he should have kept everything in control. Like, okay, if you gonna come over here, don't start nothing. So I don't be in the middle of things. Come over here and act like you got some sense.
But
And that is
but he can't control her. And see, that's the whole thing, Queen Tulsa. This is why you don't have a mod stick. This is why major YouTubers don't have mod stick. And Rodney was the exception. Rodney was the exception. And again, I did tell him at some point in time, Rodney, you're really gonna grow. And once you get to that point, then I'm gonna have to release you from your mod stick. And I told him that. I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but I think this was uh, a perfect storm of all of those things. You know, I think there are a lot of things that were at play. And then there were some things said that I'm like, you know, that doesn't strike me in my spirit right. And people were saying, well, you know, at the end of the day, Jay, he wasn't talking to that person, but it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. It was something that I saw. It was some things that I seen, and I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And as that lady said, Ebo Shaddai, I know for myself.
Yes.
She said, I know for myself. I don't know if her mother was that tongue, but she kept on saying, Ebo Shaddai, I know for myself. She said, I know for myself, and I know for myself.
Ebo Shaddai.
Yeah, and you can't, and like I said, Rodney can't control what Ness say. Rodney can't control what these people say. And like I said, I'm really not upset with Rodney. People like, you upset with Rodney and you was talking to him, but no, I was talking to him from past experiences of things that we have witnessed that certain content creators do. And all I was saying is that you may not see it now, but you'll see it later. And I'm telling you, I see things and people are very transactional. I'm very real. This is business. This is business.
That is
And
true.
so, yeah.
And I'm not on your payroll. I'm not I don't get none of that. So y'all can
Well,
stop
Kim
with those.
McGee, I heard that Tulsa was dragging me on Nest panel as well. I know Tulsa, and she probably has been dragging me
I
on the
may
panel.
have. Listen here, I may have, but whatever I remember, I do come over here and tell this man, yeah, I didn't got you in a little bit of content and I'm reviewing. Just like that day when that situation was going on with Mark and I had a question, I came over here and asked you. I didn't go ask everybody in the neighborhood. I'm gonna bring the question to you.
And,
And
and,
that's
and
how it
it's gonna
always
be
should
up to
be.
me if I'm gonna ask it or not. And if I think you're being
Exactly.
rude and shady, I'm gonna say you rude and shady. Can I say this though? And I want to be very clear. Let me say this, and I'm gonna be very clear. Tulsa is Tulsa, and there's no excuse. Tulsa, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And I know people be getting upset, and this is I'm gonna leave it at that. What's up, Voodoo?
Hey, Jay Wilson. Hey, Tosa.
Hey,
Hey boo.
How are you guys?
we doing well.
Jay Wilson, it sounds like you're having a lot of fun after, vanquish Rodney.
No, it's not fun, but things have to do. But bro, Voodoo, I'll put it this way: when you get to a point where you know you got to do certain things for your platform, and people
Mm-hmm.
who don't run your platform will never know. And what I do is what I do. But you know, everybody's gonna make some content, so I might as well make some as well.
You
But
right.
I don't have anything against Rodney. But I meant what I said, and I stand by it, and it was a gut feeling, and I trust it, and I'm good with it. And now that I think about it, I think it was good for me, and I think it was good for Rodney. I don't vanquish in it. I'm just telling you all what it is. Now I'm gonna let you all take it and speculate and mix it around and do all of this. But my thing is this: at the end of the day, the platform that you own, I started it. So I started it, and I think that it's up to me to do what I need to do. Did Voodoo just drop off? Lord Jesus, Voodoo just dropped off, Lord. I want y'all to know that I didn't
Ebo
drop Voodoo.
Shaddai.
I know for myself. I know for myself. I know for myself. Oh, there go Voodoo. I didn't drop Voodoo because y'all be talking about, oh, you dropped Voodoo
Yeah,
down.
something bad. He didn't do. I got bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So Voodoo, that's the real deal. And again, we had this conversation already because I do believe the larger that platform becomes, the more complex it becomes, the more tempting to do certain things. Not to say he
Now,
has,
was he
and it
here a
was time to
lot?
go.
Because I barely saw Rodney like for a little while. No shade, Rodney. I know you say it was like equal,
Well,
but
well,
I
Rodney would
barely
come
saw him.
over because again, I don't dictate who should be over or not with a mod. I'm not that type of oh my God, where is he? Antarctica? Is he in Greenland? Where is Voodoo? Voodoo, I need you to use some of that voodoo and get this internet together. Lord have mercy. What is going on
Ebo
with Voodoo?
Shaddai, honey.
I know for myself. I know for myself. I know for myself. How the lady said, I know for myself. Okay, let's see what Voodoo doing, baby. Is she in the Amazon jungle? Okay, Voodoo, you back?
I need to restart my Wi-Fi, but yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you say what you got to say, Voodoo, because I don't want you to drop off.
No, I was just saying it was just. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I
Hmm.
just didn't know how you would do it. But it was a show today, Jay Wilson.
Well, it wasn't meant to be that way, but it happened, and I felt that it was time, and it happened. What did it? Did I wish that it happened this way? No, but again, I just think it's interesting, and I think it's even more interesting that I don't really visit other people's platforms, but they come over here and start stuff. But that's what they do. It was just a vision right then and there, and I'm like, it
Mm.
gave me some deja vu of another situation of another gay who was very influenced, and then somebody just cut their
Oh,
channel
I caught
short.
the shade. I caught it.
So are you saying that this was a build up, Pastor?
It wasn't a build up. I just see something happening, and I see history repeating itself again with different characters, same plot but different characters. And it wasn't no shade, Voodoo. You didn't have baby. That was a lob ball. That wasn't even a curve ball. That wasn't, honey. That wasn't a low pitch. That was I gave it right to you.
You did.
But I see it. I see the same type of I see some of the same type of dealings. I see it.
Mm.
I see it.
But keep in mind, he is besties with oh girl. I asked him, was he gonna come to the church service? He said he ain't gonna ride with a child.
Oh, I didn't know he was besties with her either. See, I didn't know that, Queen Tulsa, because again, I'm not in her bushes. And I mean, I only come to see Rodney occasionally. So I really didn't know that. And even with that, everybody's welcome to the church. Just long as you follow the law, you be fine. That's all.
Right.
That's it. That's it. I mean, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be scared for because nobody ain't gonna whip my ass.
Mm.
Well, the reason why I think is so much behind it is because she keeps saying that she's gonna go there, she's gonna have on her flower dress and things like that. And
Okay.
like I said, if she spent more time in her life and trying to get her things in order, like you're a homeowner, you're not renting from place to place, like you got your own thing going. And I think that some people just need to find their happiness. Some people
Well,
are
like I said,
being
Tulsa, I
bored.
really don't know. I mean, last I heard, she had a man, and I just, I'm not focused on her man. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know the man name. I just do what I got to do, and this is why I like what I do. I just enjoy me. I don't have to be vitriolic and nasty and vicious towards these people. I say what I say, and I just move on. So, Jay Wilson Rodney did tell you yesterday his loyalty was to Ness. He did. He did.
Oh,
He
well,
did.
that's
But I
nice.
wasn't I wasn't asking for his loyalty. But sometimes your loyalty would cause you to do things that may compromise you.
It will
But
blind you.
yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't ask him to be loyal to me though. And that, but I did catch that. And I think that's the problem because see, a lot of people have been loyal to people to a fault. And it just kind of, I don't know, but hey, everybody is uh, entitled to learn, and hopefully, it is what it is. And he said he got it, and he said he's good, and I'm good, and we moved on, and God is good, and
Well, you should have thought that it was
yeah,
Amen.
going to be a conflict of interest. I
yeah,
mean,
it was a conflict of interest. It's a lot of things, and at the end of the day, I have to protect my channel. At the end of the day, I got to make sure I do what's right because you know. Yeah, you got to do what's right. Now Uncle Claude has a platform and Vivian has a platform, but it's not entangled in all of this stuff. And and that's for anybody when
I'm
people
glad you
start
brought
getting
that up.
yeah.
Can I say something? So with Uncle Clyde, he's a mod for like several people, but I don't see him getting in the middle of something. If he sees somebody doing something, he just say, you know what? I pray y'all work it out, and he gone about his
Right.
business.
He's not
And
Yeah.
messy at all.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Peach, I did not know that. Again, I did not watch that. Y'all, I really have not been watching YouTube beef sector stuff. I'm being very honest with you all. But you know, he didn't get along with Treasure, and and I see a lot of, I don't know. I just see a lot of people get together, and I've seen a lot of content creators do that. And it's almost like we need to gang up against somebody. So this is what we'll do, because one person can't do it by themselves, and everybody gets together, and I see that. And I think it is conflict of interest. I like Rodney. I like Treasure Lane. And again, I just see a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people come over, and I just thought it was just too complex. It was too many moving parts, and it has nothing personal to do with Rodney, but everything about my channel. And at the end of the day, I have to really make that decision. I don't think Tulsa did anything to
She
slow
didn't.
it down or speed it up. I just think it was going to happen eventually, and as fate would have it, it happened this morning. And that's the God honest truth. So, but one thing I will say is support Rodney. If you like Rodney, like Rodney. I'm not here to uh, denigrate or act crazy with Rodney, or no, it is what it is, and it happened, and the only reason I'm talking about it now because I know I'm gonna have to deal with it for a week, and so I'm trying to get ahead of the foolery because I know people are gonna tell y'all why I did something that I knew that it was gonna happen, but it was nothing personal. It is business.
Mm.
And let's just say this for the record. 1099. There are no friends on YouTube. So everybody has their warning. It's up to you and how you take that and how you want to feel about it. But it's a 1099. This is the business. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for contributing. But nobody is, you ain't pushed me to sign no waiver. You didn't push me to come up here and talk. I hit this link when I want to hit this link. Whenever you drop it and let us come up, I do it. And it's a choice. And I
We
don't
And
have
know.
no
can I
protection
say
over
this?
here.
This is a right to work. Uh, my thing is, I can't expect these people to do X, Y, Z. This is what I'm saying. I can't make Rodney come over here and I'm having moderator meetings. I'm like that. That's a little extreme. I mean, these people don't get paid. They come over here. They hold the wrench. That's all they do. I don't do that. So that's why I don't require them. All I require is that you watch stuff, and if something that is out of sort or somebody's doxing, that you take them out, and that's it. Vivian, I have elevated Vivian. She is the head usher. She's always been, but now she is she has capabilities to do things now. So
Rodney
yes.
dropped down, right? Was he wasn't in blue?
No, Rodney came in. He's not in blue. I mean,
Oh,
I
I
told
got
you
some
what I was gonna do.
fast.
I don't know why people thought I was bluffing. I
No, I
felt
didn't
that in
think you
my
were
gut.
bluffing. I didn't just think you would do it so quickly.
Well, why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you, Jay Wilson?
I don't know. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. If I
You
said
did
I was
it.
going to strike somebody, I'm a strike. I don't
Well,
know
we have
why.
to bury that hatchet, honey. We
No,
went
I mean,
on.
like I said, it ain't no harm, no foul. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, because then, like I said, Rodney has never done me wrong. But again, trust but verify, because I don't know if he said, "Well, let me go and get some of these people I ain't like in the first place. Let me go ahead and block them."
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you gotta know. Mm-mm,
Okay, we got
mm-mm.
a question, Pastor. They said Tulsa Turner is passive platform a part of your volunteer service. Absolutely. Sister of Service is everywhere, baby. Sister of Service, and we donate our time. And it's for a great cause. So if you guys can go out and support your favorite content creators instead of hanging out in the chat, maybe hit that
Oh,
link sometime and show them that you're real.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
To be
Jesus.
real. Okay.
But this is the thing, though. And Voodoo, this is what I don't get. I don't go places where I don't like you or people don't like me. I just don't. And I think that's the new type of formatting. I don't
Okay.
need to be where you are. I don't need to be dropping in your check. Now, a long time ago, I would troll you and get you pissed
You
off, but
would
I
put a color
loved it.
on it, all
Ooh,
that
baby, I would
stuff.
put a color on it and say something real nasty and just drop right
Uh-huh.
on out and go to
And
my
then go
channel.
live.
and go live. You know I would do it.
Ah,
But it's not necessary anymore. I find out it's more effective when you don't even deal with people and you just ignore them as much as possible because these people want your attention. And I'm finding
right.
out that people really want your attention.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm going. But look, you all, I enjoyed this, but I got to get to my job that I've been demoted on, according to the people. They
Listen,
said I
Okay.
done
Pastor,
been
before you
demoted.
take off, let everybody know that you and Rodney is still cool before they try to. You don't have no
You ain't gotta
grievances
let
with
people know
him.
that.
Well,
No,
he's.
no,
I
no.
mean,
But I did say that, and we are. I don't have any issue with Rodney. It's just the mod stick, and I mean, if Rodney can love Lemon, do all of that, I know he can love me because
Ooh,
I ain't say nothing
ooh.
bad about him. I
that's
mean,
right.
I'm just serious, But it's nothing personal, and the only reason is because I recognize Rodney as a major content creator, and I do think it's a conflict of interest when you have major content creators
It is.
modding. I really do. Not because I'm in. Well, how they put that? They say
Evo Shaddai.
I know for myself. But when you intimidate, I'm not intimidated by Rodney. I celebrate Rodney. I always celebrate people who are coming up. But I just think that in the celebration that I think the releasing of the wrench really goes to show people that Rodney is a force to be dealt with. And I wouldn't want anybody to give me a mod stick. I wouldn't want nobody. I mean, I wouldn't be there, but I wouldn't want no mod stick either because, one day I might get pissed off at somebody and
Mm-hmm.
start blocking and stuff. So, I don't ever want to do that. And I don't want my moderators to do that, nor even again, it's hard enough being a subscriber. But then when you are a content creator and people coming over, it gets real deep. So I just didn't want that to happen. Hey, Miss O.
Yeah,
So I just know Rodney is Rodney's numbers have grown. Rodney has
they have.
garnered a really good audience over there. People go over there. People like Rodney. Either you like him or you don't. It really don't matter. And so it was time to release him into his season. I felt that his work had been done. There's no more he could do. The girls was already saying that he was being grand over here and he wasn't really ushering like he was supposed to. I didn't believe it. But
Your voice kind of went out, Jay Wilson, and
okay, I'm
I'm
back. Somebody was trying to call me. Somebody was trying to call
okay.
me. But yeah, so I just he was and I just said to myself, it's time to release him into his ministry. Okay, his church done went from folding chairs, okay, to very plush pews, okay. He done went from them light bulbs to chandeliers, and I'm like, oh,
All
it's
right.
time. It's time. He done did it. And so I said, it's no need for you to be connected. It's time to, untether you and release you. Because if you love somebody, you set them free. Free, free, set
That's the
him
word.
free. And I'm setting Rodney free. So he don't have to worry about I'm a mod here, so I gotta be, you know, on eggshells over here. He's free. He can cuss Billy Boy out and be free. He don't have to be worried about, if I see somebody, I might be tempted to block him. He's free. He's
And that
free.
is true.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
And
released
Pastor.
him into his ministry because his ministry has grown exponentially. Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So I just want to say I want to thank you so much for your transparency today. I'm loving
Right,
the new
right.
format. And you already know I got me an old nasty piece of live set up for when you end this live. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
Okay,
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
okay, but like I
Get
said,
money closer.
won't he do it for growth? Won't he do it? Won't he be shut
Yeah.
eye? I know for myself. How that lady
Yeah.
say? I know for myself.
You
I
knew.
know for myself. And so all I'm saying is, Rodney is released so he can do greater works. Greater works.
Mm.
Greater works. That needs to be the name of his
Disrespectful
platform. Greater
Rodney.
works.
Right.
Huh? Greater works of Rodney Incorporated. Okay? Baby, that's a fly Cadillac right there. I swear Dolomite getting ready to walk out of it. That was a fly Cadillac. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go because I got to get back onto my job that I was demoted from. So y'all pray for me as I go to this demoted job.
Okay.
And
See you
I
later.
appreciate you. Y'all take care. Peace and love.
All
We'll talk
right.
You as
later.
well. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.